This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe time playing this game. And I kind of suck at voiceovers, so sorry about that. Okie dokie. So, tonight I'm gonna be doing Yuri Run. So this is, of course, Doki Doki Literature Club. And I'm going for the good ending, or the wholesome ending. I mean, I don't expect much to change. The game is certainly not going to change. It's just basically what I'm going to get at the end of this. We're going to run this run a little bit differently. So I've got a few things available to me. I have the file open, so we can take a look at things. All sorts of fun things. Does this actually show up if I go into it? No, that doesn't. I would have to open that up in a thing. Okay, that's fine. I can do that on the fly. That's okay. Okay. Alright. Anyway, I'm ready. Let's get to it, shall we? Let's do it to it. Okay, so this is the Yuri Run. Basically, our focus is going to be getting all of the Yuris. CGs. We're going to get all of them. All of them. Every single last one. That way, we can get the wholesome ending and finally just complete the hell out of this game. Oh, that was a weird little crackle. Bad crackle. Okay, this needs to go away. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's switch the game. Yay! I know how to work things! Alright. New game.
Hey!
Oh god, have I not talked at all today? Jesus. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Yuri, my neighbor and good friend, since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and I idle in front of the crosswalk and let Yuri catch up to me.
I overslept again.
God, I have smoker's voice.
But I caught you this time.
Is that Marge Simpson? Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jason.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Jason, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you joined a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of her many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't be able to learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years just because you're not used to the real world. But you trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Hey!
Why don't I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little. At least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. I have to pack up my things and stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori! Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well,
I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know...
know what?
Well, then you can come with my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there is no way I'm going to your club.
Maybe.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's just so cunning as to have planned out all of this. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Hey, let's go.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member's here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? He brought a boy. A way to kill the atmosphere? Ah, Jason, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Huh. Girl with a sadder attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Jason. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league, 'cause I'm a loser. So, having her smile so genuinely feels a little weird. You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Jason. I made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts a foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up, take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori tosses her the mouthful, and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle of attack. Natsuki is quiet. I pounce. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? If I got something on my face. Is my shirt dirty? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you know, no, you dummy. All right. I started like way too much on that one. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully placed a teacup in front of each of us before setting the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, but smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was dragged here by Sayori. She gave me no choice. So, I'm afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. I'm dying. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. I say in the least surprised way. How come you decided to join a club, to start a club of your own? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah. We'll do our best.
You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Oh, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Jason, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, your face, magazines, backs of bottles while pooping. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's head smile. Oh, I'll fix that, Yuri. Anyway, what about you? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the worlds of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just really grasped at something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have been having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that. Yuri! Why did I do that? There was no emphasis on that word. For some reason, for someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, and even if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. What are you looking at me for? That's like the one thing that I didn't quite ever understand. She doesn't like horror. She looks at me. She tried to tell me something. Was that the first wink and nod at the fact that this is actually a horror game that I'm playing? Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back. Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Stop. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing me even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
I'll sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jason? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Dude, she smiles at me a lot. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Blue, purple, green, pink for some reason also. Weird. Colored context must be really in right now. But I'm sorry, I thought.
Huh. Jason.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing a poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. Suck it up, Jason. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. That's okay, Yuri. I'm here to get to know you. Haha. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Jason, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Weird. Can I simply impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing? Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. So much anxiety I might just freeze. I think I'm just gonna stay home. Game over. Meanwhile, the girls continue chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Jason, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending each and every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Quite possibly Yuri. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. And I'm sure good fortune will find me, because I'll make it, because I'm cheating. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, Yuri should be fairly easy. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh boy. Okay, so Yuri, her words, for the most part, should be sort of obvious. So I'm sorry if I take a little bit longer with these ones. I just want to make sure that I get it right. I basically want to go for the perfect poem. I think I know which ones I want to use. But I'm not seeing it. Aura. I think her word is extraordinary as well. Extraordinary. She should have all the long words. No. No. Oh god, I hate when this takes forever. Ambient. Oh shit. Uncontrollable. Fulgent. Frightening. Unrestrained. Oh god, it's an imagination. Yeah, it is actually imagination. Entropy. Is it judgment? Judgment or infallible will do, right? Judgment. Infallible. Judgment. Yeah, infallible. There we go. And then intellectual. Anxiety. gracious. See, sadness can also be her, right? No, but dark. Okay, sadness or dark? Lust. Oh, cage is one of hers. Cage, time, okay. What about disown? Oh, yeah, disown is one. Okay. Massacre. We're almost there. Like, sadly, the longest part. Which word am I looking for here? I want to say it's either vitality, hopeless. Come on. Give me the thing that I... Oh, it is vitality. Okay, good. Melancholy. Unrequited. No! Damn it. Graveyard. Oh, shit. I got too confident what words I thought were for fucking Yuri. Hi again, Jason. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in. And so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jason. I'm here for you. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Sarah told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Atsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. I find myself stuck between saying any word at all. Manga's literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back down into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Jason is always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little bit jealous. No need, Sid. No need, Yuri. Because I'ma come after you. Swiggity swoony.
Oh, come. You and Jason can become good friends, too.
Sayori, don't tell her that I want to tap that.
Huh?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into.
Yuri even bought you something today, you know?
Oh, wait, Sayori. Me? Oh, not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sorry, man, it sounds like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess it means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, but oh my god, if it's from you. Yeah. Let's go to that closet there. You can give it to me. First of all, wasn't expecting. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read.
and we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted in private.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? No, she's not being accidentally cute. She planned this. This is her plan. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner, and Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Yeah, because I cheated. At the same time, I feel really bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same books that she lent me. More than that, she seemed to be on the first few pages. Crap! I got caught. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in a book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I've made her feel uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I was spacing out too. Wink, wink. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Uh-huh. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious.
Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. She's into me. She's totally into me. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Why not now? With me. Now. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away.
I don't think she's read this book.
Basically, it's about this girl in high school who loves to move, who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from her human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it's going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles. All of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jason?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just one of those kinds of stories. It's just it's just blah, 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 blah. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, BAM! They're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I am rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. Keep talking. I like to hear you talk. Please, just speak words. Move your mouth. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's all right then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts,
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please, stop talking. Stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Right next to you. I slide into her DMs. Sit in the seat next to Yuri. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something that I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. In fact, I like it. Maybe it's a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's, and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh, tingles. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I put my left arm around Yuri and just pull her close. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? I really like that picture. Yuri's so pretty. To turn the page. To turn the page. Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's beautiful face again, and our eyes meet. Wow. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. We're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Oh, what a cute smile. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it of my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it with her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Jason, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Oh, wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry. I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I'm sorry, I just reading the book and I just thinking about you. Only you. Just Yuri. I guess I meant it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ow! All right. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
No. Read more. Now. Read me. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
Huh. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters at your own time.
All right. I stand up, and I make mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. God, I'm so scared. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. God, I put words on a page. Ugh. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Man, she's so fancy. I cannot receive Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, well, let's get started. Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh my god, so cute. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. I have, because I'm cheating. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Really? Wow, that is a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Really? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. Insults ready. This is the reason I was able to tell. Now I won't seem like such a loser. I'll get better ground. Yes. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think having the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. And once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. She rips my poem to shreds. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert, even though she said that my poem was exceptional. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different levels of skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning from my example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it with you. Yuri smiles dreamily, As if that's a rare opportunity for her. Such a cute smile. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it looks like it took you a long time to read. Well, I can't read, so I just kind of stared at it a bit. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Jason. Really? I'm getting the voices all mixed up. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Yuri, are you saying that you like to stand on the street underneath a streetlight at nighttime by yourself? Just standing there? That's weird. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Yeah, wink. You think so? Yeah, of course. Teach me. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Jason. Me too. For you, Yuri. Alright, let's show Monica, cause, you know. Hi, Jason. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. And by the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Oh, alright. I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Nah, don't worry, Jason. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Jason. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. In fact, I think I read one of your lines. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up doing different things a lot. As I blend our voices together. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Actually, that's what this game is about, Monica. Or didn't you know that? Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas are already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on that specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, well, who should I show my poem to next? Let's show Sayori, my childhood friend.
This is a good poem, Jason. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. It's not like I'm cheating or anything. I'm the kind of guy who would cheat in writing poems.
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Oh, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it, seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See, it's like I said before, Jason. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people? That's something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. I'm here to get Yuri. To get Yuri. All the way get Yuri. Yeah. Yuri. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Maybe I should ask her if she's into Yuri. Yuri. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Huh?
Well, we'll see about that.
There's sunshine. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue.
Hello? Hello? Okay.
It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit yet to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I'll get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. But anyway, thanks for showing me.
This is so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah. Why would you say that?
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Yeah. Yeah. Is it gonna say lunch this time? Alright, let's show our poem to Natsuki. Jason, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. It all starts somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. I keep on forgetting that, like, there are so many different routes with the girls in this game, even though it's all going to end up in the same inevitable end, which we are going to actually see this time. It's just saying different things, like, in the poems and different choices actually does affect things. Anyway, let's get to Natsuki's poem. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, and owls can seek. Cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you they weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Why? Why? Why are you my voice now? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, and a brick. Seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing is about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yo, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sarah and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Jason did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I'll come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Jason liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous Jason appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jason started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Jason, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Jason. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jason? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, it's going to be... Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. Say? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that Yeah, I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped. And at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she cups up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki!
Natsuki!
She She really didn't need to do that. Now look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, in fact, because you chased away that little bitch, I like you more. No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Jason. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Suki said about, my boobs. I would never do anything so shameful. So, if you'd like, I'll show you. What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was all right. Well, mostly. Jason, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk with everybody about. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing Yuri, that I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Jason, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. But she's not Yuri. Sayori! About what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Yeah. Jason, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too, especially Yuri. Yeah, go for it.
That's...
every day is gonna be so much fun.
Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Man, when I'm going hardcore for Yuri, she just doesn't get it. Sure, being friends with Yuri is... and it's nice, but... does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. She's just blank like that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Poem time. Philosophy. Essence. Climax. Oh, I want to make sure. I want to say that it'd be like judgment or unending. For some reason, I don't think it is judgment. No, judgment actually does work. Does unending? Yeah, they both actually work. Effulgent. Is incapable one of her words? Is incapable or fester? Like Uncle Phil. Yeah, incapable works. Does Fester work? I don't see it. Anyway, incapable. Then let's go with intellectual. Contamination. Unrestrained. Like, yeah, she's got uncontrollable. Unrestrained. Oh, wait, time. Disarray or extraordinary. I'm trying to get a perfect poem, which I would have gotten last time had I been a little bit more careful. Destiny or defeat? Destiny! Agonizing. Melancholy. Eternity. Infinite. Existence. Incongruent. Imagination. Lust. Entropy. Dude, perfect poem. Perfect. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I have gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. I enter the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Jason.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
That's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the classroom. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget you spend all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is all in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri, tell Jason to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is only fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book.
I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you can think that. I was brutally mean.
You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept a revolution. Retribution. That! Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Huh?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Suki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
What?
What a 5 fingers hit in the face! Slap!
Yeah.
I don't know where something smacks Yuri in the face. Sayori, God, got Yuri in the mind. Something smacks Yuri in the... Oh my god. Shit. Something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow. What was... a cookie.
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? Is it because it paid my restitution?
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just a cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez, beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Ow! Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? A mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. She's completed her hunt. Successfully having killed her prey, she returns to the pride. Yuri and I laugh as well. Chase, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh, where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a...
I would be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Excuse me? She's like, bitch, what you saying? I'm pretty. Suddenly, door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Why me? Never mind that. What hell's you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me. Again. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds so cool. That sounds cool. I'd look forward to it. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Jason. Monica smiles. sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. Suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kind of just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. A request? Sure. Speak your mind, Yuri. Do you mind if we make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small pitcher of a water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a water filter inside. Yuri says a thing, and I read the thing really weird. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I watch her every motion intently. I'm hypnotized. Simply watching her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri is going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Jason in club activities? My mouth gapes. Damn, bitch. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Jason. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Still hypnotized. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, you're fine. You told her. You tell her again if you have to. Something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Jason, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions. We can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. When you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate somebody for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Jason, I really like being friends with you. Let's be good friends. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Jason, do you like oolong tea?
Ah, yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Especially you.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
Ugh. I'll make you an expert. I'll make you so much tea. So much damn tea. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches a teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming to herself a little. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a little bit of thinking. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a bit more. It turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
That's your cute smile. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Jason. It's very endearing. Will you hold my hand while I do this?
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. And watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Or just one cup that she wants to share.
Jason, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? Is that because you got giant tits? I wonder why that is. Good thing I said that inside my head.
It's mostly because
She was gonna say it too!
My.
Your posture, right? Yeah, smooth. Always hunched over like that while reading?
Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayari's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we resume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? She's so goddamn hot! Yuri was always kind of cute, but oh my god! When she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Yuri, put your hands all over me. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. It's shaking. Holding it with my hand. I'm so nervous. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Her hair is in my face. Oh. Who's weird now, Yuri? Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume that the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. God, I'm such an idiot. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Oh, so cute. Kawaii days. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time of reading it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. So close. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate. Mischievously, I smile, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. That means I can't stop here. I just rub it all over her face. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Dude, those purple eyes. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what happened. Jason. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, because this is kind of like flirty. I'm making a move on you, Yuri. But, yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. Yes! Got the go-ahead. Go! The situation's gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. This time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. I push it in and gently touch her lower lip. Okay, everyone. My boner. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Jason, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Oh, such a terrible thing. Oh well, broke up the thing with Yuri, so let's talk to Yuri again. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Jason, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why, or maybe it's because in the 20 words that I had to pick, I picked all 20 that had like 3 points towards you. Because I'm cheating. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Mom spaghetti. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. That side eye. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me hot. Really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I only really write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh, with me. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft, The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement, a rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Oh wow, Yuri, this poem, it means a lot of things. Things that are probably scary in real life. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Jason? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening, feeding me chocolate, looking at me, breathing. There really aren't many people like you, Jason. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. Oh God, I'm melting. Oh, it's so good. Such a good smile. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. More of that, Yuri, no, let's just leave. Alright, no, not Suki. Huh. Well, I can admit it that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's just gonna sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. So he stops short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. You're not trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? Keep your voice down. Don't let Yuri hear. Or maybe do. Just tell her quietly. Tell her that I like her. You know, Yuri would love this kind of, this angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean it's like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Suki shoves the poem I handed back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least that Suki was really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place.
Oh, I like this one, Jason. It has some really nice feelings in it.
I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Nah.
It's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure if that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Ugh. Alright, at least try giving it some thought.
Oh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but okay, I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. Huh. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Ah, bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Jason. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Oh, God.
Bottles! I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Like balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, I'm all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. But they're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
Holy crap! Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot.
And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those things. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh my god, all the choices. Hi again, Jason. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Nah, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I notice that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her. Uh-huh. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes inside that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep to herself so much, and I'm also secretly trying to make you think that she's a terrible person. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. You're such a bitch. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me! The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, squeezing, piercing. Sine, cosine, cosine, tangent. Like playing with a chalkboard, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Okay, now that I've actually seen this one, like, in its other form, this other line here, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. Yeah, that's different. Anyway. That doesn't make me feel uncomfortable at all. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Nah, I guess it's just the way that I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I had never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult situation. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh boy. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if you could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during this event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we'll actually be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you had heard that already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting it all on posters so that in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring posters, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Did you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys,
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is about.
yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're blah, 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 blah. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with the others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess it leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
All right.
Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. Even Sayori. Even Yuri. You're the best, Yuri. You're gonna hate this.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way.
Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh, no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself, and then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Thank you so much. So very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
Yuri's all fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Sayori. You can do it, Yuri. Oh my god, I forgot who I am.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts to read in the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like whatever happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. I like just watching the way her mouth moves. Tongue flapping around inside of it. Blah, 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 blah. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire that Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. Why does he have to save so many situations? Seriously, why? It's not up to you. Just clap. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward. We give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were all scared, out of our minds. We were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone that I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori!
Haha, even Jason liked it. I guess it's a good sign.
What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of your poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know.
Okay.
Now who's next? Natsuki?
Huh.
Don't make me go before Jason. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Jason lower everyone's standards before I have to do it.
Natsuki.
It's fine. She's right. I suck. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection on what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. Yuri's legs quiver. I stand up and step up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem, and since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm really not as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way over to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, this poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. Natsuki's trademark style. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'd be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess that in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me really happy. Yikes. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. You know the festival is coming up. but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica. Why am I saying that? I should be saying Yuri. I have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two. Always kind of home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Ah.
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Jason. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I need to remember to pick a different place about my computer. All right. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a couple days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori seems being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to.
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What'd you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Ah.
Well, I would walk home with Yuri. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I can feed her chocolate. Given how hard it is for her to socialize, I'd feel awful turning her down, so...
Isn't she so beautiful and smart?
That has nothing to do with what I just said.
She just admitted it.
Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen.
Well, maybe, but I like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know?
Need you? Sorry. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now.
Sorry. Everyone's different.
And nobody in the club is replacement for you.
If you say so.
The conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. It's kind of her fault for trapping me in with such a weird question. Can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. And again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Oh boy. Poem time! Effulgent. Oh god. I don't think these words. Oh damn, these are bad words. At least, in terms of Yuri. Definitely not that one. Oh, surprising. Okay. Nope, not that one either. Okay, so we're basically gonna have to go with lipstick or nightgown. I'm gonna go nightgown. It's because it gives Natsuki 3 points, but it gives Yuri 2. Heaven sent. Okay. Are these gonna be terrible words again? Okay, analysis. Unrequited is actually Sayori. I believe extreme is one of her words. Because she goes to extremes. God, I skip over these too quickly. Yes, extreme. Unstable. Intellectual. Climax. Oh, god damn it. It's secretive. Yes. Incongruent. Unrestrained. Philosophy. Electricity. I believe it's ambient. Yes, it is ambient. Melancholy. Graveyard. Imagination. Contamination. Okay, we didn't do perfect, but it'll do. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a little bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do I usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid and also talking in my own voice is kind of weird? Jeez. You of all people. I didn't say that I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because that's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for today. Okay, what just happened? Oh, wait. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, so here, one of the things I want to show. Let's see, I want to show image. Let's see if I can get it to pop up. But basically, this just appeared in in the file. So yeah, okay. So there you go. It's titled Happy Thoughts. Yeah, let's just leave that alone for right now, shall we? Okay. Yeah, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again.
Ah! Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Oh, why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worried too much about me. Ah, I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile, but it's empty.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Jason, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little bit too much, but she seemed a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? No, I can't say that I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. I'd say that's pretty weird. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Jason. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really been like this. She always talked to me about things that bothered her. This time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the one thing on her mind is you, Jason. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Jason. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know, anyway? I mean, I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. Now, I know that she said that I should forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across to the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. Damn. I sit and sigh down. I sigh and I sit by myself. Sit down. Myself down. Oh my god, I can't read. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. That's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit down in one next to her own. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Dry throat. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax. You didn't do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just don't want you to misunderstand. She's not my girlfriend. I like you, Yuri. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Jason, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. There are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. She may not always know what she wants. I notice her strange behavior today. I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Search harder, Yuri. Stare deeply into my eyes. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware you were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. Not nearly as sophisticated as you. Yeah, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as you're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. So, okay, I'm going to say this right now. There is definitely a difference between the conversation that happens in this section between Yuri and Natsuki. Like, Natsuki sort of just like brushes it aside and says that's okay. But Yuri basically says that maybe there is something up and that she looks into my eyes and basically sees that I probably do actually like her more than I think that I do. It's just hidden. I don't know it yet. And basically, just like tells her that she shouldn't be pursuing me. And it's just like, so messy. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. Make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. Ugh. Gross. I wonder what she was talking about with Yuri. What things she was telling her to do. Okay. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Dreamy Yuri. In her eyes. Jason. Your writing has only improved these last few days. Every poem you show me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you've never even shared with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Jason, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it. Anyway, but books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know, those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. Oh my god, Yuri, I'll come sit with you at lunchtime. I don't hate you. I think you're perfect, just the way you are. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Jason. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Jason. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. Every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. That's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. Girlfriends. I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? Put it that way. Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Oh. I haven't actually seen this one. At least not like this. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, the blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, the silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer. Closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp, and I drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding? I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Aw. I think it's literally about me spending time with her and her heart warming up to being around people, or at least around me. That's actually very sweet. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. It's just, I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Oh, she's got like the nervous mouth. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. No! That's cute! I once again try to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can. The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you're doing a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Oh, that was actually really sweet. God damn, I want to date her. Oh, Natsuki's just gonna tell me to run away, isn't she? Yeah, no thanks? He didn't even. Next! I don't feel as bad when it's her, but God, when Yuri is just like not wanting to talk to me because she thinks that I hate her. Oh, that makes me feel terrible. I guess that's why I like Yuri a lot. Sorry.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri.
I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Jason.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Haha.
All right. Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori.
tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Well, show it to Monica. Hi, Jason. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Aha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style's gotten so refined, Jason. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, yeah. I want her to teach me more. I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience. And a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. Huh. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. Nah. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the clubroom every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. You don't have to be so mean. It makes me want to make sure that she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. God, bitch. All right. I get you. Just be careful, all right? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. God, she's so bitchy. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift to the sky, a victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow, a fall, and I fall, and I fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady, and I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers to write about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, you see? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Damn, I almost got caught. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, They'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things that you can work on. Sorry. I try to do her voice in like a confident, monotonous voice. But sometimes it's like literally the hardest one to do. Oh, god damn it. They'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She says to something. Okay, you three. We're done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
A catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri is in a mood to it.
Stagnating air is common for shadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Ciari isn't here.
It seems you're right.
Ciari always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on. You pee too. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all times not to go home with her, you pick the time that she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Oh. A curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri... Yuri, you can. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
I'm useless.
No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit. But I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Well, that may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere.
Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression certainly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. I know that feeling. I know that expression. Just like, yes, I got this. This is my jam. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Jason. The one who's truly useless. Nah, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri seem to have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Mana suggesting that I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monika's gonna give me much of a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Jason may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he
may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Jason to...
What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Jason to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Jason, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Huh. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... Yuri. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. She's like, yes, me. Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying. So you'll be helping out Yuri then, Jason? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. You can help keep me down. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. Oh god, I said that in her voice. So is this everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Jason? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Jason picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden? I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. All right then. You and I exchanged phone numbers. Oh, my phone has her number. I got her digits. A way to reach out to her. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I'd be the one going to your house, since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. See where you live. Smell your smell. All right. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter that much either way. So I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Jason. I think we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait! You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense! I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. Oh boy! Whoa! I can't believe this! Yuri's gonna be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof again! Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school, alone, in my house. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. Until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. Forcing her to tell me her secrets. Telling her, if you want to see your knife again, you'll tell me these things. That was weird, sorry. I don't know what I was saying. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that I made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, Jason.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I'd say that it's actually not really that messy. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Like those two stuffed animals and that one calendar that apparently has been there for years.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I'd end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course. But I'm helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
So it's just me and Yuri then.
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, and something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Oh, hi there. How's it going? Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Jason.
Huh?
Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been so worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish.
Not a shellfish, not a lobster.
I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori! Anyway, I'm fine. Thanks. How are you doing? I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Jason.
But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori?
You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Jason? Guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having to spend it on me? That's what it feels like. That's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Yeah, well, you're really close. Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried it a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
You don't understand at all, Jason. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you wouldn't have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Thud! That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Jason. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that you could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears straight down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace.
Ah, Jason.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join this club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Jason.
Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Jason,
Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want for her is to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. Make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. All the wrong things to say, seriously. This is not how you approach this situation.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Jason. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too.
Sayori lets me go, and as she does, I let her go as well. Festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, right?
Yeah.
How'd you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me in my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out?
It would be fun.
To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that'd be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry about it too much. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
All right. I look forward to it. This is the most pain the game gets to. I don't know. I mean, having already played through the game like 3 times, I sort of have an idea of what's going on. I'm going after the wholesome ending. So I'm collecting all of the 9 CG arts, 3 for each girl, and I'm basically on my last playthrough before I get to start the second act. So like, I actually get to the ending of this one today. So that's what I'm working towards. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. Yeah, no, he he definitely needs to say different things. No, I already know. I know exactly what's going on. I mean, there is definitely the fact that like I've got the Doki Doki file open, and then here's the happy thoughts picture. So trust me, I know. No surprises here. I'm just having fun reading through it. Again, I'm going for the good ending. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. And we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I still like one of the lines that Monica says a little bit later on. Like right before we sort of find out everything. I think that's a good one. Shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. Oh god, I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Alright, time to have our date with Yuri. Oh, only Yuri. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting here a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when no one answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Ah, I suppose that's true. But phones, I don't use them very much. I don't have many friends, you see. I don't text. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it, even though I know the reasons why she probably didn't realize. Anyway, let's go inside. Not on the street, please. Away. Stuff inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. Oh, you did a speed run? Did you know anything about what was going to happen by the time you actually got to the end of it? At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure I will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing that she does is look at my bed and glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Nah, I cleaned it just before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. But then you would have seen my underwear. But that would be more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening in a desk drawer of mine. There's things in there. Yeah. You were blind? Yeah, I'm sad that I knew a little bit too much about the game. I knew about everything to the end of like the first act, which really sucked. But then when I played it, I tried to make sure that I knew nothing about the second act, because I wanted to make sure that I went into that as blind as possible. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that that first part kind of got a little bit spoiled for me. But in the end, it's okay. I'm still having fun playing it. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening up a desk drawer of mine. There's bad stuff in there, Yuri. Don't look. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. I wanted to know more about you. It's fine. It's fine. It's just where I kept the pictures of the other girls in the club from the other playthroughs that I've done. Please don't look there. I'm a time-traveling wizard. I let go of Yuri's wrist, and she puts both her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure that she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know. Mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although, many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. Don't worry about it. You're good. Jokes are good. Have fun with it. It's all for the lols. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more and more. That's great! It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense. I'll show you intense. Like camping. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I don't know how. I brought some things for relaxation. Maybe they'll help. I was going to use them during my poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that'd be totally neat. Be like a funeral. What's the wooden thing for, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. I know smells, not good ones. Ah, is that so? That's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oil you choose, you can change them. What the hell? 1 second. Sorry, my audio was like freaking out for a second there. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. It vibrates. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I don't smell. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. Got nothing on Monica. Sorry if I got her name wrong. I only know two people who harm themselves. And the other girl is a trap. Oh god. Monica, I don't know. I feel like she just lends herself to being creepy. I don't know. It's like I really like all three of them. Actually, Natsuki for whatever reason is like my favorite, just because I don't know. But Yuri's really good too. They're all good. They're all good in their own way. You feel warmer, and your heart pounds more heavily. They're all kind of traps, though. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. Why say suitable? But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, I want to tie you down. Did you purchase the origami paper that I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? And that's okay too. Well, I'm not gonna... God damn it. Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons and create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eyes of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Ugh. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. I'm going to be a mummy by the end of this. Oh god, I like the fact that she actually tried to make a joke. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Respond? I click out of the window somehow? Or maybe it's just the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Jason. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. A silver handle with it has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. All right. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger? Maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Yeah. Deleting everything. Replacing it with what she wants them to say, to just quickly get to the point. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. That's, well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool-looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once more. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Now! Jason, why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. Rookie hacker. Like one of the chances of her not reading a book about hacking. She's probably got like what the hacking for dummies. She watched The Matrix a few too many times and decided that she would try it herself. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. I would know. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger into her mouth and licks the wound. Oh my god, if I wasn't bleeding right now, that'd be really freaking hot. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I have done something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'm doing it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Jason, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Want to lick other things? Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Jason. Yuri giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. There's a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. Want to put it in your mouth again? Yuri cuts me with a knife. Yuri, sorry, it's a bad habit of mine. What did you say? Nothing. I said nothing. She wants him dead. Yuri stabs me. Oh, That's just a habit of mine. Ugh, what did you do? Stabs me. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Stab. It's really okay. I'm not doing anything. You're imagining things. I see. That's relieving. The tension was quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper, while always looking at the knife. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. Looks better than I expected, and it will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thing coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it! What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, just a little bit of water is okay. Imagine all Yuri has to do is tell... Yeah, that is very true. Just get out with it. Like, each of the girls has their own thing that they just sort of need to say. And yes, it is very embarrassing. And it can be very hard for people to talk about things like that. But you know, it takes time. If you fill up the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use the small plastic bathroom cups rather than the full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. I don't think it's suspicious at all. Nothing. Your face is a little red. It's too hot? Is it too hot in here or anything? You are wearing a gigantic sweater. No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hardly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. No? No. If anybody was, it would be, Natsuki, honestly. Because she's very aggressive and controlling and, doesn't want to admit things, which I think is the typical, definition of a yandere. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall, behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat! What are you gonna write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Knives. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. I love Jason. After rolling up the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a guide where we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it is something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. I don't believe it because Monica says that she makes Yuri get into you. That's why she's crazy, because of Monica, not because she... Okay, so... what I would describe it as is just clearly obsession. Like, she's the type of person that can easily be, like, influenced by certain emotions and not know how to properly sort of display or respond to them. And so instead of being able to logically think about what's going on, instead she just sort of gets lost in it and just goes to the extreme. And that's what causes her. Definitely not yandere. No, she is not. She is not yandere. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I moved at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah! Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry. I should have asked you to get it for me. 2 girls and 1 guy. What? It's not your fault. Ah, your face! There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? I read in my voice instead of yours. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and grab a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, those eyes. Such good eyes. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Yeah, my hands holding her. She's holding my arm so I can't get away. Stab, stab, stab. Stab, 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 stab. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But suddenly, Yuri holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. Feels really nice. Ah, I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. I should be placing my other hand against the other side of her face, gently caressing her, helping her feel all much better. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck, because I'm an idiot. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. Make your move, you dumbass! What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil that gives me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arms. Then suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. You can keep going if you'd like. Please. The moment is over as soon as it began, and I am left with blue balls. I think all of them are weird, and I would have told my parents that I'm moving back with them. Boom. No game. You have to imagine that there's parents in this game somewhere, right? They're all high school kids. Yuri picks up her brush again. But her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it! I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too! Are you going to add the lettering now? Ah, not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. But won't that take a while? Oh, God. Well... We'll see. Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine, but you sure you don't want to just wait here for it to finish drying, and we can wait a couple hours, Netflix and chill? Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Here, I'll put him to see. Put Yuri on a hanger. Here, I wanna see something. So I have this picture, right? But if I just take this. There you go. I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you're at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. Like what? Put it... No, don't touch that one. I want this one. Like what? Cover her head? Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Lying in shards on the floor. Too many windows. Alright. It's a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left. I was secretly hoping we'd have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she really gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her to the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait! I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over. Or we can go out somewhere. I forgot. You don't like going out much. Don't worry about it. I'm such an idiot. Damn it. Oh, as I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Jason. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Kinda like that about you. Squeeze my hand more, Yuri! Squeeze it! Harder! Make me feel alive! Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori. Hi, Jason. Sayori. Just now, we weren't, but we were gonna.
It's okay, Jason. I just stopped by to say hi.
Yeah, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave.
Aw, really? That's too bad.
I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right?
Of course!
Sari beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Zoom!
Zoom. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sari waves goodbye after her. Sari? Cock block? Thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me.
By imagination, do you mean Monica?
So, I had to come here and see it for myself.
Oh. I haven't. I would just imagine that she knows everything that's happening on the screen. Like, anything that actually shows up on the screen, she knows. Because she is the game, so therefore she would know what it actually is. Yep. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
So I had to come see it for myself.
See what? What are you talking about?
You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me.
Tears start to fall down Sayori's face.
That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Jason? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if it could just disappear.
Sayori, don't say that.
It's true, Jason. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just...
Monica? Monica was right about what? Tell me. Tell me now. Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade anything else for. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain.
But...
Sayori looks away, put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her.
I'm scared, Jason. I'm really scared.
What are you scared of, Sayori? Listen, friend, I am taking you to doctor. Doctor. Just a third option, doctor. Yeah.
I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me.
Sayori.
It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Jason, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And...
That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Don't you remember how I said that I know what's best for you? Again. Again, worst thing to say. Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. Can't like a meme. Meme it up, boys. I know what you need most right now, and that's what I'm gonna give you. Well, this is the just... Wait. Yeah, just a little Monica. Mambo number 5. Hear that beat. This is the Just Yuri run. So, there's only really one option here. Will be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend, I say with the least amount of enthusiasm that I possibly can. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me about how much happier you'd seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please just trust me that I know what's best. And what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help things get back to the way they were.
I see.
Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression.
Ah! Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this.
Sayori.
It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time there'd be no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just to cockblock you and Yuri. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. The other thing, you're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Jason. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So...
Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees.
Ah!
I do my best scream. Not really, I put no heart into that. So I picked a friend someone. Oh god. Just skipping through it and then yeah, going through this blind just because you're going after like another girl and then to get to where we're about to go, it'd be a bit jarring. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. I love Yuri! I want to date her. Not this sad bitch. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way that they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. And I'll always do what it takes to put a smile on her face every day when I'm making out with Yuri. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I'm not dating her. So, I decided that's a little bit too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently roll it up and take it with me. Excuse me. Also, the main character has no face on a mouth, which is the way Monica wants you because you have hair and eyes. Oh. What I said just made no sense. Yeah, most people don't have faces on their mouths. Monica wants me because I have hair and eyes. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I think I need a new braid because my braid is going dumb. Yeah, don't we all? I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Jason! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and I submitted it. Yes. No face, only a mouth. Just the mouth sort of floating in midair. So that's the one that I'll be performing. Oh boy. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. Yeah, that's a good point. That dummy. You think that on days is important, she tried a little harder. I say that, but suddenly I remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing that I just friend-zoned her, and it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Nah, you should take a little more responsibility for her, Jason. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? That's the one. I like that one. That's the one that, like, you sort of go back to and think, oh my god, Monica just told me. She just told me. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That was really personal and private. Monica doesn't need to know about how I basically turned down her confession. Yeah, me putting her into the friend zone was me pushing her off the chair that hung her. That makes me really seem like a bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Again, bad choice of words. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help the people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Satsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. She's being mean about the other girls and being very flirtatious with me. But it's like she doesn't quite know how to do it yet. Because she's only just newly aware. But yeah, here's Sayori's poem. Get out of my head.
Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Jason, what's wrong? Nothing. You're weird. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I'm really scared of Monica. I changed my mind. I must leave. I'm going to get Sayori, so... Well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? Stay away from me, you bitch! I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. God damn it, Monica, you're weird. You're a murderer. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs. That's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open up the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. It's like... Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? And she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh, Sayori. She was so cute and happy. And there's everybody else. So, this is exception that they have right up here. Give me just a second. Imagine if someone is playing this like, and as soon as they get to the part where you and Monica are looking at each other, they just turn the game off and never touch the game again. That's basically how like the last two like runs ended, because in order to get the wholesome ending, you are not allowed to see this. Yeah, but then again, they never draw any of their legs except for like the main title. But yeah, like I basically just like I left the classroom to go get Sayori, and then I just quit. So this is the first time in 3 playthroughs that I have actually seen this. Alright. But anyway, what I wanted to show... So it says, an exception has occurred. File, game, script, character 5, line 307. See traceback.txt for details. Let me see if I can show that real quick. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Can I get it to show a thing? Okay, so I can't get it to do that one. And why is it so hard to get it to show this one frickin' file? I swear to God. Here, I'll just do this. Window capture. Renew. Trace back. Notepad. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So there's this. Make that appropriate size. So basically, it says an exception has occurred. And the jump exception is, oh geez, it didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Ah, well, here goes nothing. And yeah, there you go. So, there you go. An uncaught exception has occurred. Yeah, got to the point where Yuri looks at me. You recall the creepy two-time when I knew it was coming and I thought she was going to jump out of my screen and kill me. So you never touch the game again. Have you completely finished the game? Like, have you finished the second run through? Anyway, I'm going to continue this. Back to it. Oh, jeez. Poor Sayori. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ear. What did I do to her that she needed them for me? What did I do to her that when she... Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault! My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I knew that she wanted out of her relationship. Then I could have prevented this. How could I have... I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. I know I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me, and now I can never take it back. Never. 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 And I don't know if this is true, but when Monica says, "Let me show you something cool," and if you were streaming, she will turn off the screen. The stream? No, All she does is she does that little jump scare thing. Anyway, so that's it. That's the Yuri stream. Just Yuri. So now that we've actually finished the game, we've gone through Natsuki and Sayori, and now Yuri. Now Sayori is a mix of everyone. Like that's like Monika's pen, her eye, Natsuki's eye, Yuri's hair. Yeah, it's just so weird. It's like they don't know how to put her together. Like I actually don't think that there's really anything much left of Sayori in there. Yeah, not really. I think it's all just the other girls. Anyway, but yeah, that's when we're gonna click on this. Oh, so exciting. So exciting. But anyway, that's not for today, however. What is for today is nothing else. Now I go to bed. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll be back soon. Soon-ish. I don't know. With the second half of the game. I actually can't wait. The second half of the game is actually like so much more fun. Because like the game does so much more interesting things. And someone who was streaming when I was watching his stream turned off at the right moment. I mean, maybe. I mean, basically, she says that she says it's like you want to see a trick, and then she's like, "Well, I can't really do anything." Like that you know, that was a goof. And then she like does the jump scare, but I've never seen her like turn off the stream. Anyway, but yeah, I'll be back. Second half, much more fun. It'll be the Just Monika run. Not that we're gonna go after Monika, but basically it's just Monika. But anyway, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. And again, nice chatting with you. Hope you enjoyed, at least a little bit. That's fun. Much fun. And hey, I don't have to worry about that anymore. And technically, it doesn't even matter what I do in the second run either. I can literally play it however I want to, which I think I want to try to ignore Monika. No, not ignore Monika. Ignore Yuri as much as possible, because I want to see what happens if I spend more time putting attention on Natsuki. But anyway, bye for now. See you later.